Coach, thoughts on the big win, open conference play, 1-0 at Arizona State?
Really proud of the way our guys competed. It was obviously an odd game based on the texts I received from friends and family, but we played really well. What a defensive effort. Didn't expect that at all, but really pleased.
All right, we'll go questions in the room.
What was going wrong offensively in that first half? And then how did it get a little better in the second?
We got off to a 10-0 start. I think their quickness, they've always given us a lot of problems and hard for us to get shot, but we were just trying to survive, not turn it over. But we had 9 turnovers, but I think we're tight. We missed 4 straight free throws and we missed the front end of 1-1. But we sustained it by just hanging there and guarding them right back.
What does it say about your guys' defense to be able to win a game where you score 18 in the first half?
It's tremendous. I mean, and it's been we thought going in this year we'd be really good defensively, and we haven't been for whatever reason. And in the Eastern Washington second half was really poor effort on our part. We gave up 47, I think, the second half to them, and so we regrouped. And it's nice to have Noah back. He brings a lot of areas that he helps us defensively and offensively. But like I said, just any win on the road in Pac-12 or anywhere is always a joy.
Is it shocking? What word do you use to describe it? Yeah.
It's just shocking, shocked by everything. I mean, it was just one of those games. We'll take it very much so. And it's just like I wasn't, it was 18. What was it at halftime? 18-12 or 20? 18-10. Oh my goodness. And I figured the lid was going to come off for one or both. I thought it might. I've seen these games where not that low scoring, but I've seen them where they're kind of grinds and someone shoots out and gets there. And we had a chance. I took a timeout early in the second half, like just because we had like it was like turnover. I was like, no, that's going to be that gives them life. That gives them a little. And I think they made a shot in there. They might have made one. Horn might have made a 3 or something. But and it's probably people on TV are probably what. I was like, no, we got to make. I've seen us in here get caught up in their speed game, and it was good for us.
There were times in the first half where you looked a little irritated that it turned into 1-on-1.
Yeah, that
like
wasn't too bad. Yeah. It's a fine line because we want to be patient, run our stuff. I'm telling you, they did a good job. We want to turn the ball side to side, and we're late in the clock. I was just frustrated that we're settling for late in the clock pull-up Jays. I was like, Bamba, they're pressuring so hard. Like Bamba, he's like, it was late in the clock. I know, but I want you to try to go, put some pressure on the defense, but don't settle for a pull-up 3. So that was, a couple times. And our guys were gassed. They're guarding hard. Like Ty was competing, and he took a couple quickies, but that's usually okay. But like he might take a couple bad ones when he's a little fatigued. But he played really well defensively, obviously. Everyone did.
What is it you're saying to your team in the first half when it's not going so well offensively, but it isn't really for both teams?
Keep guarding. We just said, just bear down. We always talk about defend, rebound, take care of the ball. We were turning over a little too much. I said, we're doing a great job on the glass. We're defending really well. Let's just take care of the ball, make sure we get shots. And Arizona State was hard to score on. I mean, we get an offensive rebound in there. We kind of warmed down on that, but they're hard to score over. I mean, the Graham and I can't think of the other kid's name, the Enoch and the transfer from what's his name, long skinny one, Gaffney. Yeah, they're long around there. And I was like, we got to kick that out. So that's a good sign for like you can't just. We eventually wore them down there a little bit. They're big and long around the rim.
Well, questions on Zoom. Jamie Vinnick from Coug Fan. Go ahead, Jamie.
First off, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I got to ask, in the pregame, did you say, guys, we just got to hold them under 30 and we should be all right?
I'm going to start that. No, we've stumbled into our shoot-around routine that we did against Idaho. We switched it up a little bit. I'm going to stick with that for a while. But not what I expected at all, but really tickled with the win.
I think we talked about after the Eastern game, you just mentioned it. The defense, it had been a little bit, maybe just with all the new guys trying to gel. This kind of felt like more of what we've expected from the Cougar defense. Just, was it something in particular you guys did better this game, or a mixture of them not hitting shots, or just kind of more what you predicted what it would look like to start the season?
I just think we're played a little more big ball. We didn't have Noah and Bamba last game, but that still, I'm telling you, somehow when you play like Eastern plays a unique, specific style that you don't see it very often. That can happen. still think we should be able to guard them better than we did. But we played big today. We kept Mo and Deshaun and FA out there a lot of minutes together. And I just think that just how we got to be a little bit in league, and especially this next opponent, that's how they play. USC, they're going to be big and long. You better compete with them on the glass.
I had you guys at an unofficial 11 kill counts. Do you remember ever getting to that point in the game?
It was like 8 at half. And I said, and not joking. I said, well, it looks like we have to go for 16. And they told me in the locker room, I don't know if they're lying. They said 17. So you had Vinnick's probably more accurate with 11, but whatever. We were, that's a great defensive. I heard it like in the first minute. I was like, that's our second kill or whatever. And it was 10-3. It was 10-0. It was 10-3 for a while, but played great.
Do you remember having a game with that many kills just in your coaching career?
No. Goodness. 29 at any level. It was played great. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I got one more, Bobby.
Yeah.
Are you worried at all that Coach Dickert's going to let you know that he scored 28 in the first half on ASU and you only scored 18?
No, fine. He's a defensive coordinator, former defensive coordinator, so he should be he makes sure I know he wasn't responsible for the 28. Actually, I think our defense did get a couple of those. So not worried at all.
Thanks, Coach. Enjoy the Desert Modelo.
All right, no problem.
All right. Next one, Austin Getz, Spokane TV. Go ahead, Austin.
Hi, Coach. Earlier in the week, you had talked about the team needing to play a full game, and there was that scoring lull in the first half. But do you think they did a good job keeping the effort up through all 40 minutes?
Awesome. Anytime you're on the road, especially in the Pac-12, to be up on the road is a challenge. Regardless, it was 40-38 or 18-10 or whatever. I thought that in our challenges, we've been really having lackluster second halves in general. And to start the second half, I think that really helped our confidence. We came out and I think we went on a 10-0 run again. Does that sound right? I think it was 28-12. So I think that was really significant for us. And that group, actually, our starting group's done a good job. The start games, we have really gotten off to good starts. And then to do that in the second half to start was great too.
All right.
And then
go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. One more, Coach. Just zooming in a little bit. Early in the second half, there was that play by Muhammad where he catches it on the wing, kind of pump, jab, fake, and gets his guy behind him, goes on and throws it down. What is it to see a freshman and a guy that big be able to move like that?
Oh, it's great. It's just he's such a good kid. Very humble, very unassuming guy, and he just comes to work every day to try to get better. And you can see he's just still a little jittery and not super comfortable. But you can see his potential, what he can become. It always feels good. It's exciting to see guys that work hard do well.
All right. Last one's going to be Tom Abbott from the Spoke Daily Evergreen. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win, first off. One of my questions for you, what was said at halftime? I know we talked about what was said in the first half, but was there anything different?
No, I think we're excited the way we defended and competed, and we said we hadn't had good second half, so we knew that it was the time. So the first 4 minutes were really important, and we came out on a nice 10-0 run, and it seemed like that gave us confidence to just kind of salt that thing away. I thought we did a good job.
And then one more thing for you, Coach. We already mentioned a little bit about the big man matchups against USC. What's going to be the message to prepare for that, or what's going to be the emphasis? I mean,
they're really well coached, sound team. They don't beat themselves. They're really big around the rim. It's going to be you're going to have to you got to play up a level to get those guys. They're and they got a lot of guys did they get to the Sweet 16 or the Final 8? Whatever they did. I think whichever way. They did really well. And they got a lot of minutes, a lot of guys that played minutes in that experience. So they'll have a certain confidence about them. And we played them pretty well there last year, and they were really good. So it'll take a similar defensive effort. And obviously, probably we have to make a few more shots.